sorry for that. It's just it's morning here, and it's like 35 or 36 degrees hot. By 36, I mean 36 degrees Celsius. Wow, it's hot here. Talking about equator, first equator problems. Anyway, do you watch people who actually come up? Okay, I'm just going to say this outright. Do you watch the game Theorist? Do you watch the game theories? And you somehow have this idea that their theories does make sense, and it's well researched. Yeah, sure, I'll give you. It's for entertainment. And but here's the thing: when they make up these theories, haven't you ever thought that these theories that they're making, like Final Fantasy being anti-religious, um, of course Mario being a communist, and the Wii U being the Virtual Boy, despite that they even use VR, is hurting not just the company, not just the creators, but the game studio. But the mere fact that they make these frivolous theories, I know what the theory is. Much like how I know that the theory of gravity is real, and the theory of general relativity is real, despite being a theory. Sure that it is a theory. It's just a theory. But don't you think that it's disgraceful? Have you ever haven't you thought of that? It's disgraceful. It's disrespectful, and it makes these and to the extremists, to those people who are really up to convince themselves that these theories are real because the game theory said so, is dangerous. It's really dangerous. Like painting Final Fantasy, for example, as anti-religious. So what? These people are thinking that Nobu Sakaguchi, the writers, are deliberately making it to be like anti-religious. Well, I consider more of Shin Megami Tensei as being anti-religion because you're challenging God, but that's not the thing here. It's it's really ridiculous because the fact that a person cannot write a story anymore because you have to somehow overthink those facts and make something out of nothing. You know, a painter cannot just paint nowadays without having, oh, this might have a deeper meaning. This might have some codes. The game theorists, and other people who are actually inspired by them is doing the same. And you know, as these creators are doing their thing, you know, uh, coming up with a very compelling story and um, trying to make something unique when it comes um, to the storylines, to the characters, to the settings, to the environment that the story will push them through. And somewhere down the horizon, people are going to say, "Oops, there's a Vatican reference there." Like in Kodelka, if you played Kodelka, there's a reference there that uh, a guy stole, scriptures from the Druids to, with regards to resurrecting the dead. This is ridiculous. This is this is asinine. I know that the word asinine is harsh, but what they're doing is really poisonous. This is corrupting people, and people are convinced by this. And not, I mean, yeah, sure, that there are some mediums out there. There are some writers out there. There's some creators out there. Whether you're in film, whether you're in literary fiction, literary works, fiction, whatever have you. There are creators out there that actually make stories, do some movies that have some allegories with it in real life. For example, Amistad or Mark Twain's writing about Tom Sawyer, Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, um, Huckleberry Finn, or Will Rogers, or maybe or the other sectors. or other writers. Maybe you remember Victor Hugo. There might be some reference there, but is it right to actually say that they've deliberately done this? Sure that the Hunchback of Notre Dame and Les Miserables was inspired by Eugene Vidocq. Sure, Eugene Vidocq, a felon, a convicted felon turned detective that was also inspiration for Sherlock Holmes. But do we have to say that there's more deep meaning in that? It's like saying that Yasumi Matsuno actually deliberately challenged the Vatican with Final Fantasy Tactics, and the Illuminati may be on Vagrant Story. If you're a fan of game theorist, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. No, no, I'm not. I'm not actually sorry. I really don't, because if you believe these kinds of shit, I know you're going to say that the fact that they said at the end of the video that Mario is, it's a joke. It's a joke that calling Mario is communist, but the damage has been done. Now people have an impression that Mr. Shigeru Miyamoto, Shigeru Miyamoto is a communist apologist. Have you ever thought of that? Have you? Have you? So what? Optus is a satanic organization. What's next? What's next? What's next to come up? I just don't know anymore. But anyway, orange juice. But for the game purist, I know you're famous. And the people who got inspired by them, making these so-called urban legends, have some shame. Have some shame. I know you do your research, but have some shame. You ruin these people's jobs. You people ruin their reputation. That is all. I'm Homer, and what I'm going to have for breakfast, despite it's 9 a.m. Is it's crackers and inspired by the Chinese right here. That's it. It makes your life longer. That is a conspiracy theory. See you later.